Research Triangle High School, or RTHS for short, is a globally competitive STEM charter school pioneering unique models of teaching and learning. In particular, the school employs the personalized learning model, which means students are empowered to take ownership of how best to learn for their individual needs and are provided learning support in the form of interactive teachers and mentoring. With roughly 50 faculty members and 550 students embarking on their own specialized learning journeys, this semester I was able to meet with a few members of this community to find out what unique impacts RTHS has had on their lives so far. One of the students I was able to meet was Afsa Rahman, a current senior in the class of 2022. Here are a few words that she provided on the impact the school has had on her.
What I really like about RTHS is that it's a STEM-focused school, but it also has really strong humanities, like organizations and classes and clubs and such. And I'm really into like science and STEM, but I also really love art. So at this school, I've been able to like do things in science, like Science Olympiad and like all sorts of things like that. But I've also been able to do art, which I've always been like really passionate about.
In the future, Afsa plans to take part in impactful scientific research, and she was actually first introduced and immersed into scientific research through the advanced research courses at RTHS. After speaking with current artists and future professional scientist Afsa, I took some time with the brand new science teacher, Mr. Tommy Slusser, and he's found that his superpower is helping people to feel seen, heard, valued, and that they matter, and that this power works best on those who are willing to engage. He's very passionate about nature and all of its variety, majesty, raw power, fragility, and balance. His dream, in addition to teaching, is to grow out of what he describes as his smallness and be an advocate for the environment, to be a voice for the voiceless, to tell the story of the earth with passion, and inspire folks to want to take care of this wonderful place that we call Earth. Right now, he teaches earth and environmental sciences, so he gets to dig deep into that content and the issues while challenging students to restore a connection with Earth and its amazing mysteries. After speaking with Mr. Slusser, I took some time with current senior in the class of 2022, Ava Williams, who told me in her own words about RTHS.
I would say the school is very focused, and if you know what you want, it's very good about getting you there.
Ava told me that her time at RTHS has helped her determine what she would like to study beyond high school, and for her, this field is civil engineering. She's found that the school has given her great support towards succeeding as a woman in STEM, and helps her to build a strong foundation, particularly in physics, to pursue as a college student after high school. She also told me that she comes from a farm-working family on the countryside of the Research Triangle, so instead of having to attend a school with less funding, she's been ever more grateful to attend a school like RTHS that has had such a huge impact on her opportunities and her direction in life as a whole. I also met with another current senior this year in the class of 2022, Trinity Maria Snyder, pictured left. She told me that her time at RTHS has shaped her into someone who cares about the little people of the world, and she wants to create an accepting and inclusive community one day. For her, this community would be in the form of a personalized learning K-8 school that furthers individualized learning academically, socially, and mentally. Her school, RTHS, has provided a stepping stone towards that for her in the inclusive clubs that they offer, such as the Black Student Union and the Queer Student Alliance, as well as the unique opportunity to be a teacher assistant this year, which has helped her pursue her passions for education and teaching. Pictured right is Nicholas Rogers, who is also a senior in the class of 2022 this year. He let me know that RTHS has given him the opportunity to really explore parts of himself that he didn't expect to. In particular, this has been through the school's very strong arts program that has allowed him to spend lots of time in theater and creating physical and digital works of art with high-quality tools that have allowed these projects to be as best as they could possibly be. And he also let me know that he is a progressive Christian in the LGBT community who is really interested in becoming an advocate for mental health and human rights, while also being able to explore his passions for psychology. And being a student at RTHS, surrounded by extremely diverse members of their community, as well as their unique perspectives, has really allowed him to foster his passion for working with people and understanding their stories and being an advocate through that way. Miss Godwin also told me how RTHS has allowed her to incorporate creativity into her teaching in ways that most schools would not. She finds that she's encouraged to be creative and adventurous in her lesson planning. She's able to teach history through a variety of creative methods, which makes her job very enjoyable. From historical simulations to art and video projects, we do it all, she says. Also passionate about education, I spoke with Miss Emily Madsen, a very passionate math teacher who loves to learn about diversity and individuality. She's truly enjoyed being able to interact with and teach young adult learners who demonstrate independence, responsibility, and a tenacity for learning. She loves helping students learn about abstract content by using fun tricks or non-conventional methods of learning. At RTHS, she's been given the freedom to teach how she chooses to, and she's been provided with the resources to try out these new things. I also learned that RTHS empowers their students in ways that go beyond academics. For example, when I spoke with current junior in the class of 2023, Colin Scott, he let me know that being at RTHS has allowed him to completely come out of his shell in a way that he's never experienced in an educational setting previously. Now he feels empowered to pursue his ambitions and discover his passions and work on passion projects, which the school has already given him the resources and people to connect him with to begin delving into those things. Current sophomore Jenna Lewis also finds that the school has shaped her to be more confident and comfortable to be her true self, especially when it comes to her lifelong joy of running, where she's found lots of support from the various great coaches at RTHS, as well as the teachers who have given her guidance and an image of what it looks like to be a supportive and effective teacher. Her dream in the future is to become an elementary school teacher or maybe even a mental health counselor. She really just wants to work with children and help them to find the spark and joy in education that she has found during her time at RTHS.